hope that you're all doing well and staying healthy and safe during this time where we have to do some virtual RE work. I wanted to share a story with you today. This story is called The Brand New Kid by Katie Couric, and it's a story about being kind. Ellie McSnelly and Carrie O'Toole were running and laughing. Their first day of school was today, and they wondered just what was in store. Would this be a good year? Would school be a bore? They kept fingers crossed they'd be in the same class, and on a big table that they had to pass, they checked to find out to which room they should go. McSnelly, 240. O'Toole, I don't know. Oh, here it is, dear. You're 240 as well. They squealed with delight. Oh, gee, this was swell. 240 meant they'd both have Miss Kincaid, the best teacher by far in the whole second grade. They took their seats quickly. Miss Kincaid called the roll. Emily Allen, here. Tyler Antole, here. Peter Barkinski, Rachel Brooks, here too. She went down the list until she was through. Then she got to the boy who was not in her book. We have a new student. They all turned to look. His name is a different one, Laszlo S. Gasky. He's new to our school and to the town of Dulaski. Please welcome him here. Won't you all please say hi? But the students just turned and stared at the new guy. His hair was so blonde, why it looked almost white. It stuck out all over. It didn't look right. His lips were bright pink, his eyes very blue. He looked at his feet, and he fidgeted too. He was quiet at first, then he yelled out, "Hello!" His voice booming so loud it made Ellie say, "Whoa!" The other kids laughed. Gee, this new boy was weird. Too different, too strange to fit in, they all feared. Now class, Miss Kincaid said, her voice shrill and tight. Let's focus on learning and getting things right. She turned from the students, white chalk was her tool, as she wrote, "Welcome back to Brookhaven School." They sharpened their pencils and picked up their books. All morning long, they kept shooting him looks. They headed to gym class, a quick softball game, and when they went to pick teams, no one mentioned his name. At lunch, Ricky Jensen, who thought he was cool, made everyone laugh when he shouted, "Hey, fool!" As Laszlo was leaving the line with his tray, someone tripped him, and his food went every which way. The students all froze as they saw Laszlo's face, with french fries and ketchup all over the place. So these first weeks were lonely for this brand new kid. They made fun of him, all that he said and did. So he kept his head down and stopped trying to please, and simply prepared for the next joke or tease. One day after school, Ellie walked out the door, and she saw someone she hadn't seen there before. A lady whose face looked so tired and worn. She had tears in her eyes, and she seemed so forlorn. "Who is that?" Ellie asked of a student she saw. "Oh, that's Laszlo's mother," says Susie McGraw. "Her son's having trouble. She might pull him out. This school might be wrong for him. She's full of doubt." Ellie watched Mrs. Gasky as she walked towards her car. She thought about how things were going so far, about Laszlo and how he felt different and strange, and she wondered aloud, what could she arrange? "I've got it," she said. "I'll ask him to play, at my house or after school ends one day." The next morning she walked up to him at his locker. "Would you like to come over and maybe play soccer?" Stunned, he said, "Please come to my house and play." So Ellie said, "Sure, let's pick a day." "How about Thursday?" he asked with a smile, a look that hadn't been on his face in a while. They walked home from school with their books in their arms, passing meadows and fields and a couple of farms. They arrived at his door greeted by his poodle, and Mrs. Gatsby was there with a plate full of strudel. As they munched on the pastry, they made quite a mess, and Laszlo said, "Do you know how to play chess?" Ellie says, "Yes, but I'm not all that great." "That's okay," he replied, and soon he said, "Checkmate." The afternoon ended. Ellie said, "This was fun." Laszlo just smiled and said, "Hey, thanks a ton for coming to my house and being my friend at a school in a town where I just don't fit in." At school the next day, the kid stopped her and said, "Were you walking with Laszlo? Are you sick in the head?" Ellie paused and replied, "Now I know him, you see. Laszlo isn't that different from you or from me. He's terrific at chess and his mom's really sweet. When he's playing soccer, this guy doesn't have two left feet. He may look slightly strange, have an accent and stuff, but if you knew him, you'd like him. It wouldn't be that tough." Carrie looked at her friend and she thought for a while, and when Laszlo walked up, she gave him a smile. "Hey Ellie, hey Laszlo, do you want to go play?" And they all walked outside on that beautiful day. And that's the end. So that was the book The Brand New Kid by Katie Couric. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you remember to be kind to everyone that you meet today and every day.